Aloha, viewing community. Do you like my lovely angry sun shirt? Oh, it's probably the most fun thing that I earned while I was doing Endless Challenge the other day. Which, by the way, I thought what I read was Skull Shirt. It turns out it was Skull Skirt. So, my bad. Two very different methods of clothing right there. But anyways, this is Dark Sage Walker, here with another course overview to give you. Oops. Wrong one. Nope, we're going to look at another one of my courses. This time, Moonlit Valley. If you want to check the course out for yourself, it's 2MQCKH81H. So I'll show you a little bit of the level. As in the description, they say strange things happen in that place after dark. So the whole idea of what I wanted to go for with this level is playing around with, doing some basic playing around with the nighttime themes. Now, this is the one where the least happens, but I mean, Bouncy Mushroom is about the biggest thing. But also, swimming Goombas. See, that behavior right there is the behavior that the Goombas exhibit when they're in water. Hi, buddy. Hope you don't mind, you can't reach me through the solid earth. I kind of specifically put this here just to show players how the Goombas will behave. And then over here I put in a good number of them, but they move slow enough that they shouldn't be a huge threat. Matter of fact, this whole level in and of itself I just kind of built to play around with some mechanics. And one of the mechanics that I wanted to play around with the most is actually later on in the level. But yes, I also use the upside down theme. Hey, like they said, strange things happen in this place after dark. They weren't lying, whoever they are. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah! So I also wanted to play around a little bit with the upside down theme, but I wanted to keep it very basic because I didn't want to throw too many people off. Obviously, the whole gravity reversal thing is a bit of a sticky thing for a lot of platformer players. But the other thing I really wanted to play around with was the use of the Powerball Flower. This is a power-up that those of us who really got into Super Mario Land will remember. This is the essentially Game Boy version of the Fire Flower. Except for it didn't do the same thing. As you can see, it just continues to move and bounce off of things in a geometric pattern. And because a lot of the gimmicks that I wanted to play around with rely on using the Powerball Flower, such as right here, where you have to reach the guy using that, the whole point is to use that Powerball Flower to do some tricky things. Now, it's very possible that you could... Oh, nope, guess not. Maybe if I do this... So you can reach that guy without the Powerball Flower, to be sure. But yeah, the Powerball Flower is going to be required for a lot of the other puzzles that are in the level, which, again, I kept very simple. I even gave a very generous time limit in order to, well, what I feel is a generous time limit, to give people a chance to experiment and play around with the ideas present in the level. So, hopefully this one is fun for people. I don't want to show off too much because the Powerball Flower can do some neat things that the Fire Flower just can't. And that gets shown off much later in the level, so I'm going to cut things off here. But hopefully you enjoy Moonlit Valley. It's a stage that I kind of aim to be in sort of the normal tier. It's not super easy by any means, but far from being an expert level. It should be tough in the idea that the things that you can do with the Powerball Flower aren't entirely obvious, but I've tried to make it an interesting learning experience. So, that having been said, let me try to use the language we've all agreed upon here. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel to see more in the future. Drop me a like, leave a comment, but the best thing you can do with this video is to share it with a friend. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I'll be seeing you.